Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1, and what a game. What a win for Arsenal. Even though it's early doors in the Premier League, it's a massive win. It's an important win for the club. Went behind through a goal from Marcus Rashford, totally against the run of play. Man United will probably claim they were doing a rope-a-dope, but no. It was against the run of play. Arsenal in the ascendancy. They were hot. I think they had about 70% possession. The only possession that Manchester United had were in and around their box, and they ain't going to score from there. But against the run of play, Arsenal caught off guard, and Marcus Rashford with a lovely finish. Ben White maybe could have done slightly better. A better pass from Kai Havertz in an area where we could have actually scored ourselves would have been better. But from there, Manchester United still had a lot to do. But Arsenal have got to be better. But straight away, 35 seconds later, Martin Odegaard smashes the ball in the back of the net. Great goal by Arsenal. Lovely, quick, decisive, intricate play. Nice little cute touches in and around the area. And a great finish from the captain. Then Arsenal kind of, weirdly, it seems a pattern of play that Arsenal keep doing. Every time they seem to score, they seem to sit off a bit. I don't know why. Why is it? Arsenal score, they then sit off. That then gave Man United a bit more hope in the game. I don't know. But again, it didn't feel like Man United were doing much of it. Yes, they had possession, but I didn't feel like they were going to score. It wasn't. Man United's possession was not alarming. Arsenal's play when they had the ball I thought was a lot better. Arsenal had more chances in and around that time. Yes, Man United had a couple of shots, but they seriously did not feel like they were going to do anything. Then, once again, Arsenal hit on the break. Garnacho scores, but it was offside. Good. You have to say it's good defending. You can say it was lucky, but Gabriel held his run at the right time, and Garnacho was offside. It doesn't matter what the margins are. If you hold your run and the player's offside, it's good defending. Arsenal, what did they do after that? They pushed. They kept on going. Travis, it was never undeserving. Arsenal fully deserved the 3 points today. Rewatch the game, my boy. Rewatch the game. Excellent game. Excellent game. And then Declan Rice, 105 million. People are saying, is he worth it? Well, today, Declan Rice was absolutely outstanding in that central midfield role, and he finished the game with that goal. Touch, finish, deflection, who cares? Who cares? The roof was absolutely lifted off the Emirates Stadium. You could feel the rumbles across the whole of London. Wasn't finished there, though. Arsenal, Man United kept pushing. And on the break, Fabio Vieira puts the first-time ball to Gabriel Jesus, and Gabriel Jesus calmly drops his shoulder, sends Dalot, who still ain't stopped sliding, tucks it in the corner. Lovely composed finish, and fully deserved. It's what you want as an Arsenal fan for Gabriel Jesus. It gets criticised for his finishing, and it's those finishes there which give you hope that he can be that 20-goal-a-season striker that people keep on asking for, which I fully believe he can. And that is the kind of goal that's going to get his confidence up to put those goals in the net when he does start games. Fully deserved for him because of his injuries. He's been unlucky, and what a finish that was, and a great player to have scored that goal. We're going to go through our player ratings very soon, but yeah, people, make sure you get in the comment section. Make sure you press that like. Make sure you press that share button. We're going to get as many people in the comment section today as giving their points of view on the game. Whew. What a rush. What a rush. Man United, for all their worth, they played pretty well. I didn't think they were worthy of a point. I didn't think they were worthy of a win. I thought Arsenal deserved the win. Man United will look at possession. What was you doing with it? What were the chances that you could point out that you can say you deserve to score? Let's not forget, Bukayo Saka should have scored. Let's not forget, Kai Havertz should have scored. So where along that timeline should Man United have scored, bar the goal that Garnacho got and the goal that Rashford got? Oh, wait. You shouldn't have. So do not tell me Man United deserved anything more than 0 points today. Nil point. And they got what they deserved. Arsenal, in the end, wanted it more. And it wasn't until Arsenal got that goal where Man United really, really tried to push for it. All right, let's get to the players. Let's get to the player ratings now. What we saying? Kai Havertz. Russ, I mean, Arsenal just won 3-1, and the first thing you're going to say is Kai Havertz is a waste of money. Come on, my man. You could do better than that. We're going to get to the player ratings now. All right, first and foremost, Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale, I thought was a very good save at the end. Made a couple of saves. One from it was Martial. And I'm just trying to think what else he really had to do today. And this is my point. Man United, if they should have deserved more than 0 points today, then where did you work Ramsdale? Where was Ramsdale worked in the game? One save from Martial, couple of catches around the box. You didn't, because you got blocked out by Saliba. You got blocked out by Gabriel. So what? No, but my point is, Russ, we've won 3-1, and the first thing you want to talk about is Kai Havertz is a waste of money. How about you say it positive? Great win, blah, blah, blah. This is my point. Come on. So I'm going to give, because I don't think he had too much to do, but I don't think he was bad at all. I'm going to give him a 6. But, yeah, that's not any spite on his name or his performance. I just think that apart from the Martial goal, didn't really have to do much today. So, yeah. So, Ramsdale gets a 6 for me. William Saliba, this kid is special. This kid is special. And it wasn't even one of his best games today. I just thought he was very, very good today. I thought he was composed when he needed to be composed. He kept it. He moves. They say Rolls Royce, but he moves as well so smoothly past players. It's like sometimes he's like a midfielder, just kind of slight drop of the shoulder, moves past 2 players and then pass it out. Another good performance by Saliba with his partner. I have to say that, again, makes a difference with Saliba. He just seems more like he can do those little extra things where he can move out the box because he's got Gabriel next to him, because he always knows that Gabriel is going to be there, in and about, next to him. I'm going to give Saliba, I could give him an 8 today, but I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7 today. I thought he was very, very good and fully worthy of his 7. I know people will probably say I should give him a bit more, but no. What's Travis say? Garnacho's goal you got lucky, late deflection, and obviously the third goal was down to us sending everyone up. Yeah, Garnacho's goal was offside though, so it was very, very good defending from Gabriel and the rest of the defence who held their line at the right point. So, and that's my point. Apart from the Garnacho goal, apart from the Rashford goal, which were both against the run of play, what else did Man United do that was a threat against Arsenal? I will wait and I will read out anyone that can tell me anything more, because I only remember Ramsdale having to make 1 save, and that was against Anthony Martial. And the second was a block from Saliba. Do you know what? I might even give Saliba an 8. I might give Saliba an 8. I'm going to give Saliba an 8. I just remembered the second block because that looked like it was going in. Saliba gets an 8 today, and I think he was fully worthy of that. It was a 7-8, and I'm going to give him an 8. Gabriel, back in the team. And I know people will say that Mikel Arteta has taken Gabriel out to shoehorn in Kai Havertz, but I just simply don't think that's the truth. it seems like it's fully down to the fact that we didn't have Zinchenko in. And Zinchenko is a key player when we want to play the inverted fullback. There's no other inverted fullback in the team. Tomiyasu can't do it. Kiwior can't do it. Ben White's not an inverted fullback. He's a fullback. So he decided to play the inverted fullback from the right-hand side because Kai Havertz still played today. And we've reverted back to the back four that we've been so used to last season, that was so successful last season. So it's clear that now that it was down to the fact that Zinchenko wasn't available, that Mikel Arteta reverted to that right-hand side. What we got? Travis says, we played how we should at the Emirates, calculated our attacks, long ball just wasn't there, conceded a deflection, yes, but it was a goal. Yes, it was a goal, but you weren't miles better than us, but the goal was a goal. And I'd probably say that's a fair reflection, but I think Arsenal were better. And we put it in the net. I'm just watching Gabriel Jesus' goal. That's a lovely time pass from Vieira. That was very good. The touch, the drop of the shoulder, and the finish and the composure. I know you're saying it's deflected finish, Travis, but it's in the penalty area from a corner in a crowded box. Like, I can't take anything away from the fact that he had the bottle to, on the turn, take that shot. And that's what you've got to give credit for. That turn and shot. Most people would have cut it back to the edge of the area at the angle that he was standing at. But he decided to shoot, blindsided, and put it in the back of the net. The goal's on target. It's gone down to a Declan Rice goal. We're taking it. We will take those goals. Gabriel, the beast. The beast. This player, so underrated. Whenever this guy makes a mistake, which is actually, it's not often. People will try and claim it's won a game. Where were the mistakes today, people? Where were the mistakes from Gabriel today? Solid as a rock. And for all you kids that don't know that tune, you do now. Gabriel, excellent. Exactly what Saliba needs as a partner. Someone solid. Someone who's there, who can take... Rasmus Højlund came on and announced himself to the Premier League that he's going to be a bit of a bully. So he let Gabriel know he was there today. Definitely. But Gabriel withstood it. What Rasmus Højlund don't understand, is when you came on and wanted a bit of rough and tumble foreplay, Gabriel was all for that. That's Gabriel's game. Gabriel would have been like, yeah, come on. That's what I want. And he told you, he showed you what he's about. Gabriel, brilliant today. Couple of very, very good blocks from Gabriel as well. Do I give him an 8? I'm going to give him an 8. I'm feeling generous today. Benjamin White, back in his right back position. Now, there was a couple of times today where Ben White looks like he'd been playing centre back and he'd just been moved back to right back. And it's going to take this game today for him to really get back into the swing of things for the right back position. Again, worked that line, gave Saka more options, and now I would like to see him over the next few games start to overlap, start to bring back into his game those cutbacks in the area, those little crosses where he stands it up in the right areas in the box. He wasn't bad today at all. Not bad today at all. I will give Ben White a 7. Couple of tidy blocks from Ben White. Arsenal had to do the defending. But like I said, it was all stopped in and around the edge of the area. Still waiting for Man United fans to tell me at what point they felt like they should have scored apart from the 2 goals, one which was offside. Excellent defending from Arsenal there. Remember that. Alexander Zinchenko back in the game, back in the team after I think he came in as a sub in the last game. So to see him start today was good. It felt just a bit more like home. It felt like a bit more like what we were used to, and because of that, it had a little bit more fluidity. There weren't players looking around and wondering where people should be. Because remember, for the last 2 years, Arsenal have been playing this setup. Or sorry, for the last season, Arsenal have been playing this setup. For the last 2 years, Arsenal have had the players in certain positions where players will know where they're going to be at all times. Probably hence the reason why Saka last week done a blind pass to no one, expecting there to be a defensive midfielder there, probably Thomas Partey, or even Ben White who shifted in the centre-back role. So it was a lot more fluid today. The little crisp touches, Zinchenko dropping into midfield. Weirdly, he dropped onto the right of central midfield, but it worked. It still worked. We didn't get caught. We didn't get caught out. I noticed that when Zinchenko would drop into the right of midfield, Kai Havertz would drop into the left back position at times. Sometimes Declan Rice would even drop in if Zinchenko went further forward than Declan Rice. So Arsenal do well in those transitions, in points where, because I know Gary Neville kept on pointing out, if Arsenal get hit on the break, they could be in trouble there because it's going to take longer for him to switch back from the right. But there's no reason why another player won't drop into those positions. I even see Martinelli drop into that position sometimes. So Arsenal definitely got all their ducks in a row. There was no issues there. Nothing, no counter-attacks came of anything in those positions there. And we weren't caught off guard from Zinchenko playing at right. So I do wonder whether it does look like... No, sorry. I do wonder why Zinchenko's been going to the right side of it, potentially because Declan Rice has got a more of an important role on that left side. That may be it. That's the only thing I can think about. But yeah, I thought Zinchenko played all right. A few nice balls into the box. Again, he's going to take a little bit more time to get back into the swing of things. I don't think anyone's going to get below a 6 today. And we're going to give Zinchenko a 7. I'm going to give Zinchenko a 7. Just because I'm thinking about some of the other players, I might give lower numbers. Kai Havertz. So, Kai Havertz, defensively, I thought Kai Havertz was good. I thought Kai Havertz was good today defensively. But an attacking front, he needs to be sharper. He needs to be more dynamic. He needs to get his confidence up. And missing a chance like he did there very early on, he's never going to help his confidence. He's got to do better there. He knows it. Everyone around him knows it. He's got to do better there. He's got to be striking the ball with his laces because, yeah, that was no good. That was no good. You've got to be doing better there, Kai Havertz. And the ball where you passed it around the area, it was a soft ball. It was a soft ball. And then I saw another one later where you've got to be more, never underhit it. You hear it in golf. You hear it in football. Never underhit it. Now, you can't be doing these tame passes because of lower confidence. You've got to pick yourself up, yeah? Pick your bottom lip up, mate. Pull yourself together because Fabio Vieira's knocking on the door. Like I said, defensively, I thought he'd done well, but in the attacking front, you've got to be better. You've got to start being clinical, all right? But there was a couple of nice passes, a couple of nice through balls. I thought he won a penalty there. I was going crazy. Still think it was a penalty, to be fair. And you're going to get a 6 today. You get a 6 today from me, Kai Havertz. Martin Odegaard, the captain. What a goal. What a goal. This kid is superb. This kid is one of our best players. Always gets... When he doesn't score or assist, people seem to forget what he does. His nice touches, his nice link-up of play, keeps the ball moving, always looking to create something or look for a through ball. Sometimes I don't think the runs were quite on him for him today, and I'll get to the next player in a minute as to why I don't think he had those passes in the final third which were opportunities to make them pass in the final third. One, Man United defended pretty well in certain circumstances in and around the box. So Odegaard couldn't get through. But I think there were times when maybe Saka wasn't making those runs, but we'll get onto him in a second. As I said, captain fantastic. Anytime he goes to the sidelines and where it's 1-1 or he thinks that he could be giving the crowd more, pump the crowd, he pumps the crowd up. People are always looking to say that someone else is the real captain or someone else is this captain or someone else is that captain. Now, this is our captain, Martin Odegaard. And in these points here, he shows it. Important goals, riling up the crowd, keeps on going. Captain marvellous. Martin Odegaard. Is it a 7 or an 8? He scored. It should be an 8. I'm going to give it an 8. I'm being generous. I'm feeling generous today. I'm feeling generous. I think on another day it may have been a 7, but he scored a goal. He scored a goal, an important goal, 35 seconds after Man United scored. So, yeah, he gets a 7. He gets an 8. I didn't do Declan Rice. How did I miss Declan Rice? Declan Rice. Rice, baby. The important goal in the 96th minute. As I said to Travis earlier, who said it was a deflected goal. Yes, it was a deflected goal. But he's back to goal. On the turn, he shoots. Some people panic in that situation. Scuff it. Pass it back to the edge of the area for someone to shoot from the edge of the area who might have a clearer shot. But he didn't. He turned and shot, and he got his first goal for Arsenal. And what an important goal that was. It absolutely erupted at the Emirates. It went absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. I don't care how it goes in, it went in. Declan Rice, not only was it the goal today, but I thought he's brilliant on the ball. Important tackles won. He wants the ball. He never hides from it as well. He always wants it. He wants to take it from the defenders. He wants to in tight areas. He doesn't care. There will be a point when I think he will be playing that central midfield pivot maybe on his own, and they're going to maybe play with the 2 higher 8s in the Odegaard and Kai Havertz position where they've been playing there. But yeah, I thought actually he kind of played that today, but I think Kai Havertz dropped in a bit deeper today. But yeah, I thought Declan Rice was excellent today. He gets an 8 for me. Declan Rice, gets an 8 for me. Bukayo Saka. Now, Bukayo Saka. It definitely wasn't Bukayo Saka's best game today. In fact, he was far from his best game. And I won't say he was poor because I think it was more that Dalot was excellent. I think that is the best I've seen Dalot play defensively, and he's playing on the other side. But what I will say about Saka is I just wanted him today to get down the flank and take Dalot on his weak side. If he does that, I think he gets not the better of him, but I think he gets more out of the game than he does today. There was a point in the game where he should have scored. Like, there's no two ways about it. Kai Havertz will get absolutely blasted for his poor. It wasn't even a shot from Kai Havertz. It was a. Yeah, let's call it a shot from Kai Havertz. It wasn't even a shot, and Kai Havertz will get blasted for that. So let's not forget that Bukayo Saka should have scored today as well. And I just think, yeah, I honestly, I think Dalot got the better of him. I'm not going to dig Saka out today because I just think that, yes, Dalot just got the better of Saka's day, but I think that he should have done more to put pressure on him on his weaker foot. So today I'm going to give Bukayo Saka a 6. Bukayo Saka gets a 6 from me. Gabriel Martinelli. This guy is relentless. Now, exactly what I was saying about Saka on Wan-Bissaka, Martinelli, who plays as the inverted, not inverted, sorry, it's kind of inverted. The winger, he cuts in. He's inverted. What am I talking about? So Martinelli plays the same winger type of winger as Saka. cuts in, goes for the shot, looks for the 1-2s. But Wan-Bissaka, he put Wan-Bissaka on his, took him down the flank, looked to cut it in, looked to go on the byline. And I think Saka should have done that more today. And I don't even think he's done it at all today. That's what I mean. Maybe Ben White should have overlapped. Maybe we should have, if Ben White would have been overlapping more, it would have stretched Dalot a little bit, which then may have made an advantage for Saka, but that wasn't an option. But Zinchenko wasn't overlapping. Yet maybe because Kai Havertz was dropping out on that left, or maybe because Declan Rice was dropping out on the left, so it made Wan-Bissaka think a little bit more. But I thought that Martinelli was excellent today. He was involved in the goal, the little touches, one of the little touches from the edge of the area. He cut it back to Odegaard, who put it in the back of the net. I thought that Martinelli was really good today. Really good. Just constantly at it. And Wan-Bissaka put in a few decent tackles as well to stop him. But I thought that Wan-Bissaka had to be his best to try and keep Martinelli quiet, and he wasn't. And Martinelli was very good today. I'm going to give Martinelli, he didn't score, but he did get an assist, and I thought he was just non-stop. I think that's what you're going to get. I think you get, out of Martinelli, you get non-stop, bare minimum. Again and again and again. He doesn't give up. He keeps on going at the defenders. And yeah, I thought he was well worth his money today. Who else have we got? We've got Eddie Nketiah. Solid performance from Eddie. Nothing groundbreaking, but solid. Worked hard, won a couple of fouls, won a couple of yellow cards from Man United players who felt the need to hack him. He was clean through, or would have been clean. Don't know about clean through. Lindelof's foul where he got a yellow card was a yellow card. He was lucky that the defender was level with him because it would have been a red. But however, I do still think that if Eddie knocks that past and Lindelof doesn't take him out, Eddie's clean through. Eddie gets a call to the England squad, and it's fully deserved. Held the line very well today. His link-up play is getting a lot better. I'm going to give Eddie a 7 today. I thought he was pretty decent for his worth today. Who else have we got? A couple of changes that came on. Fabio Vieira came on, didn't he? Fabio Vieira got the assist for Gabriel Jesus. Lovely time pass, lovely weighted pass. He's knocking on the door. For Kai Havertz. Does he get in over Kai Havertz? I don't know, because I think that an important part of Kai Havertz's game for being in centre midfield is his defensive side. So people will look at Trossard and say, Trossard should be playing over Kai Havertz. What's Trossard's defensive side like? Emil Smith-Rowe should be playing over Kai Havertz. What's Emil Smith-Rowe's defensive play like? And they will say the same about Fabio Vieira. But it's about the defensive play as well. You can't just talk about attacking because they are central midfielders that are coming in here. It was only 6 months ago that everyone was saying that Fabio Vieira needs to put on weight and needs to bulk up, needs to go on loan. Now, all of a sudden, people are beating our own other players with Fabio Vieira. Came on, made a difference again. Set up a goal, got an assist. His confidence is going to be absolutely flying at the moment. Like I said, he has every right to knock on the door of Mikel Arteta and ask questions. He gets a 7 from me today. He gets a 7. Who else came on? Gabriel Jesus. Gabby. Now, I thought Gabriel Jesus made a difference when he came on. He wants the ball, great dribbler of the ball, lovely skill, tries to work the defenders, always going at it, and he got a goal. Lovely composed finish. The composed drop his shoulder there when most would just try and shoot. And Dalot, who I thought was excellent today for Man United, would have put in another excellent tackle if Gabriel Jesus puts that in. But instead, Gabriel Jesus fakes the shot, puts Dalot down. Dallows gets sent to the North London, gets sent to Seven Sisters Station, and then Gabriel Jesus tucks it in the corner to make it 3-1 to end the game. See you later. Bye-bye. Taxi for Man United. Gabriel Jesus. People say he ain't a 20-goal a season striker. This guy, with that composure and that finishing, can be and will be Arsenal's 20-goal a season striker. And when he does, it will probably be the season that Arsenal win the league. Will it be this season? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not making those sorts of predictions yet. But Gabriel Jesus will score 20 goals in one season for Arsenal. Will he do it every season? I don't know. Maybe he has to adapt his play. Maybe he doesn't drop into those central midfield roles as much, because that is part and parcel as to why he doesn't score as many goals as people may want him to, because he's not a player that just sits in the box. He's not a player that waits for things to happen around him. He's a player that makes things happen. He's a player that gets into those areas to start attacks off and then hopefully gets in the box to finish those chances. But he came on today, lovely composed finish, and again, he's working his fitness up to become a starter again. Because right now, while Wijnaldum's playing well and scoring goals and getting assists and making goals for Arsenal, he has every right to say that he should be starting over Jesus. But it's going to take a little bit of time, because we don't need to be rushing Jesus. Maybe he comes on in the 60th minute next time. Maybe he comes on at half time. Maybe he starts and comes off early next time. But he's working his way up to fitness. There's no need to rush him. But it's good to see that he's got that bit of composure, and that will give him confidence, because you could see last season that when Jesus started to miss chances, it was a vicious cycle. It was one chance that he felt he should have scored, and then that led to another chance that he felt he should have scored, and then he just weren't getting in the areas. Then he just weren't finishing chances at all, and he was missing everything. But when he was on it at the start of the season, when he was finishing goals and putting them in the back of the net, you couldn't stop him. You couldn't stop him. I thought he was excellent when he came on. He made a difference. He made a big difference when he came on. Here we go. What's Stephen Denham saying? He's saying Jesus is a hustler, always moving, making defenders think and dragging them out of position. Quality. There we go. Exactly that. Always makes defenders think. Always dragging them out of positions. And boy, oh boy, did he drag Dalot out of position. He put him on his arse. He sent him. He absolutely sent him. And he got the goal. Lovely. Do I give him a 7? Nah, sod it. Let's give him an 8. Even though you don't usually get 8s as a sub, I'll give him an 8. He gets the 8 today. He gets the 8. Jorginho weren't on long enough. He played enough couple of... He comes in there to tidy it up, to finish it off, to stop Arsenal from doing silly things with the ball in areas where some people might panic. But no, he picks that ball out, puts it down the flank, keeps it simple. Only got a few touches of the ball, so it's just there's no point. Mikel Arteta. Super Mick Arteta. The lineup, correct. The style of play, correct. I do have to ask the question about Arsenal's mentality once they score a goal, because it doesn't even seem to be when they take the lead. When they score a goal, they're sitting off. Why is that? That's something we need to sort out. It's something we really, really do need to sort out, because when we score a goal, I know that the opposition team are worried, because Arsenal are a fierce team. Arsenal are a team that you feel like they've got the style of play, they've got the players in their team, so once they score a goal and they've found a chink in your armour, that they can go and go and go and go and go again, and the scores could be 4, 5, 6s, but they don't. They don't. And then what happens is the other opposition team seem to grow in confidence and get back into play. Today, Man United didn't do anything with this play when they had the ball. What they did is they just got their possession stats up. But there was no threat. There was no threat. But we can't keep doing that, because it's not even just the big teams that will grow in confidence. It's the little teams that are doing it. It happened at Crystal Palace, happened at Nottingham Forest, happened at Fulham. Like, we score a goal, we drop off. We don't need to drop off, people. We don't need to drop off Arsenal. Go at them. Go for the jugular. Finish them off. Put them to bed. Tuck them in. Like, stop standing off and letting the other team get some confidence and getting back into the game. All right? But the substitutions, once again, from Arteta are spot on. It changed the game just enough to push us forward attacking, and then we got the goal. Like I said, Havertz should have scored, Saka should have scored, but that's not Mikel Arteta's fault. On the break from Man United scoring, I'm trying to think, like I said, Benny Blanco could have maybe got a bit tighter to Rashford because it, as the commentators know, Rashford ain't shooting with his left foot from there. He's not going onto the left and cutting it back. Rashford's looking for an opening to get it onto his right foot and wrap it in, because that's what Rashford does. He's got that on lock. Rashford's one of the best in the league at doing that, at opening up and wrapping it. He gets so much spin on it, so much bend on the ball that he doesn't even have to be, the goal doesn't even have to be in sight for him to tuck it in. It doesn't. So Benny Blanco could have done better there. But again, that's not Mikel Arteta. Tactics, very good. Kept on going, and we've got the win. 3-1, brilliant win. Absolutely brilliant win. Mikel Arteta, fully worth his pay this week. He gets an 8 from me. He gets an 8. Reverted back to the 4 at the back, with the inverted coming on from the left-hand side in Zinchenko. Bringing Gabriel back in. Another leader, another absolute beast to sit next to the beauty, which is Saliba. Beauty and the beast, Gabriel and Saliba. He brought it back in, and what happens? Arsenal, for me, look the best they have this season. They look the most fluid they have this season. The first goal says that. The first goal sums up how we were playing last season. And this is the first time I thought today it felt like the Arsenal of last season. Kai Havertz or not in midfield, it felt like the Arsenal of last season. Maybe it wasn't as fluid as last season, but it was a hell of a lot better. The most fluid we played this season. Fully deserved the win. I'll say it again. Whew. What a game. The pulses are still going. The heart rate's still going. But I can sleep well tonight and enjoy match of the day. And just like every other fan, we can sleep well and fully enjoy match of the day. Might even watch the game again. Take a bow, Arsenal. When it comes to Man United, when it comes to playing Man United, it don't matter what form you're in, you have to step it up. You have to step it up another level because they're going to come at it. It don't matter what form Man United are in because they're going to come at it. All right? And we matched them today and we were better. And we fully deserved the win. So, well done. Well done, Mikel Arteta. All right. Make sure you join us on Tuesday to go more in depth about this game. To talk more. I'll be watching it again. I'll be taking more notes. I'll be trying to find another reason why Man United should have scored because no Man United fans have told me that they should have scored more than one goal today. Garnacho goal was offside, so it don't count. Gabriel and the rest of the defence timed the runs perfectly. I don't know what Gabriel was doing with the leaning forward. I think that's one thing Gary Neville's right about. You've got to be leaning back there. Got to stop yourself. But great defending. Timed it perfectly. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Make sure you join us 8 o'clock for the Arsenal show every Tuesday. Come and join us tomorrow. We're going to go over the Premier League. Well, it's the transfer exchange show tomorrow. We're going to go over the transfers that happened on the final day. We're going to talk about the Champions League draw as well. We're going to have Garth in the studio as well. We're going to probably speak to him a little bit about today's game as he is Man United. So, yeah. Thank you for joining us today, people. Thank you for getting the comments in. Let's keep it positive, Arsenal. Remember that. 3-1 win. All right? Whew. Peace out, people. Stay safe. Come on, Arsenal. Wash your hands.